Have you ever wondered what happens when two broken hearts, guarded by walls of past pain, are forced to meet? What if their second chance at love is threatened by old flames and hidden secrets? Picture this. Teniola, alone in her Surulere apartment, stares at an engagement ring that now represents nothing but broken promises. "Na so love dey walk?" she whispers, her voice filled with the bitterness of betrayal. She's just ended a relationship built on lies, and her heart is shattered. Throwing the ring into a drawer, she decides she's done with love. She packs her bags and heads to a youth camp in Ajegule, seeking a distraction, a way to heal, and a chance to give back. Meanwhile, in that same Ajegule, we meet Kunle. He is a respected teacher and the camp organizer, a man who pours his everything into his students. To the outside world, he is calm and collected, but behind his glasses, his eyes hold the deep scars of abandonment. "Love no dey feed person," he tells a colleague, firmly believing that focusing on the children is his only purpose. His heart is a fortress, locked away from the world after being hurt by the people who were supposed to love him most, his parents. He has built a life of solitude and service, convinced that love is a risk he can't afford to take. Fate, however, has other plans. The moment Teniola walks into the camp hall, carrying supplies and a nervous smile, everything changes. Kunle looks up, and their eyes meet across the crowded room. "Ah, Teniola! Long time," he says, surprised to see a familiar face from the past. There's an awkward silence, a space filled with unspoken history and the weight of their individual heartbreaks. But underneath that tension, a tiny, undeniable spark ignites. Neither of them is looking for love, but in that first glance, something shifts. As the camp activities begin, that spark starts to grow into a flame. The camp is alive with the laughter of children, and in the middle of it all is Kunle, trying to dance with a hilarious lack of rhythm. Teniola watches from the sidelines, a genuine smile finally breaking through her sadness. "You dey craze, sir," she teases, and he laughs back. "Na you dey craze pass." Their banter is light and playful, a welcome escape from the heaviness they both carry. In these shared moments of laughter, they find a strange comfort, a chemistry that's impossible to ignore. It's as if their joy is a secret language, slowly healing the wounds they've hidden for so long. But just as they start to let their guards down, the ghosts of their pasts come knocking. Teniola's ex-fiancé suddenly appears at the camp entrance, his smirk a chilling reminder of her recent heartbreak. "Tenny, I just want make peace," he claims, but his presence is a storm cloud threatening her newfound peace. Kunle steps in, his voice firm. "Guy, abeg leave am alone." He becomes her unexpected protector. But Kunle's past isn't far behind. His own ex, now an ambitious politician, arrives with a camera crew, ready to use their shared history for her own gain. The camp, once a sanctuary, transforms into a battlefield of old flames, jealousy, and unresolved emotions. The pressure forces Teniola and Kunle closer. One night, sitting by the warmth of a crackling campfire, the walls they've built so high finally begin to crumble. The air is thick with unspoken truths. Teniola takes a deep breath and confesses the source of her pain. "He cheat on me," she says, her voice barely a whisper. I carry the shame alone. Kunle listens, his expression softening with empathy. Then he shares his own deeply buried secret. My parents abandoned me, he admits quietly. Since then, I no trust love. In that moment, their scars are laid bare. It's a meeting of two wounded souls, finding solace not in pity, but in the raw, painful honesty of their shared experience. Their vulnerability becomes the bridge between them. The confession changes everything. As the campfire glows, Kunle looks at Teniola, his voice trembling with an emotion he has long suppressed. Tenny, I no plan am, but I dey feel you. He's terrified, but the words need to be said. Tears well up in Teniola's eyes as she replies, I dey fear heartbreak, but I dey feel you too. It's not a fairy tale confession. It's messy, it's scary, and it's beautifully real. It's a brave choice to feel again, to risk everything for a connection that feels too powerful to deny. The fire seems to burn brighter, a silent witness to their courageous leap of faith. Of course, love is never that simple, especially for two people so used to protecting their hearts. Their new fragile bond is immediately tested. While setting up for an event, their insecurities clash. You dey hide too much, Teniola says, frustrated by his emotional walls. And you dey fear too much, Kunle shoots back, hitting a nerve. Their arguments are fueled by fear, the fear of being hurt again. But even in their fights, there's an underlying current of commitment. They are testing each other, pushing each other, but they aren't running away. They are choosing to face the complication together. Just when they think they can handle their own issues, the outside world erupts. The camp becomes a hotbed of gossip and lies. Kunle's ex, the politician, starts a vicious rumor accusing him of a scandal to ruin his reputation and boost her campaign. At the same time, Teniola's ex doubles his efforts, trying to manipulate her into coming back to him. The pressure is immense. So now like this, you na want spoil my name? Kunle roars, his anger and hurt exploding. Teniola, caught in the crossfire, feels overwhelmed. I no fit dey drag inside this wahala again, she cries, feeling the familiar weight of drama pulling her down. The volcano of secrets, lies, and past trauma threatens to bury them both. But this time, they are not alone. In a powerful moment of unity, they decide to fight back. During a public camp event, Kunle confronts his ex. With everyone watching, he declares, I no go be your political pawn. He reclaims his story and his dignity. Teniola, empowered by his courage, finds her own strength. She turns to her ex and says with finality, I don't move on. Abeg no disturb me again. They stand together, no longer victims of their pasts, but warriors for their future. Their love becomes their shield and their weapon, proving stronger than any gossip, manipulation, or lie. As the sun sets on the final day of camp, the chaos subsides. The sweet sound of children singing goodbye songs fills the air. Teniola and Kunle stand together, holding hands, their battle won. A soft smile plays on Teniola's lips as she looks at him. So, now here our story start, she asks. Kunle's grip tightens on her hand as he looks into her eyes, his voice filled with a quiet certainty. Yes, and now here it go continue. The camp ends, but for them it's just the beginning. They've learned that love is complicated, messy, and sometimes painful. But they've also learned that when it's real, it's worth fighting for. Their journey is just starting, and it promises to be a beautiful, complicated kind of love. What did you think of Teniola and Kunle's story? If you've ever felt like your past was holding you back from love, their journey is a powerful reminder that healing is possible. Let me know in the comments what you think about their story. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more book deep dives.